Welcome back to the build. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? For us, we're thankful that a lot of our parts and accessories have finally showed up, especially the ones from our sponsors, Lowbrow Customs. As well, I want to thank our new sponsor, Destroyer Garage out of Houston, Texas, run and owned by Eric Vaughn, a vintage Harley-Davidson builder. You'll be seeing more of his parts and accessories more as we get further into this build. As well, we've got something cool coming up that we're going to be getting his help that has something to do with a panhead style primary cover. Continue watching to see what's up with that. With further ado, let's see what Lowbrow Customs sent us.
Alright, enough for the anticipation. Let's see what's inside. Alright. This is the first. Oh, gas tank. Cool. So, alright. So this is Cycle Standard's Laredo gas tank from Lowbrow Customs. Let's check it out. Alright. So the ribbed Laredo tank kicks the custom up a notch with dish sides and a center mount gas cap. It's got universal tab mounts and a shallow tunnel make it easy for mounting on the backbone. The Laredo gas tank holds 3.1 gallons and accepts a 3/8 NPT petcock. That'll be on the right center, or you can use 2 1/4-inch NPT petcocks that are on the back left and right. We've still got a lot of tabs and stuff on the bike, but we're just gonna kind of eyeball it. Just get a little look. You know what I mean? It would be my luck I freaking drop it trying to use the camera and hold the gas tank on the bike. But there we go. A little bit. Oh, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Alright, before I drop it. Alright, box number 2. Alright, let's see. So we have a Lowbrow oil pressure gauge. Brown chicken brown. Alright, we got a spinner gas cap. Sweet. Then we got our rear fender mount. We're still hunting down a rear fender. Sweet. Got a Bitwell Whiskey 1-inch single cable throttle. What is this? Oh yes. We got our pull start switch for the primary. Now you guys are gonna get a kick on this setup. Somebody's already done it, but not with one of these. And yeah, we'll see what I got going on for y'all on that pretty soon. Okay, looks like the last box in here, and it says it's a sissy bar. Oh, dude. Yes, very nice. Man, that sucker is pretty. Alright.
If that isn't cool, I don't know what is. Thank you again, Lowbrow Customs. You guys are the bomb. Now I'll go ahead and show you some of the parts that I did buy myself through the Black Friday sales that happened this weekend. Let's check them out. So since we are going to be running the CV carb, I basically got everything that Prism Supply sells to upgrade a CV carb. It's basically everything they sell to make everything easier to adapt to their CV carb bracket. Lucky for y'all, messing with the CV carb is the first thing we're going to do on this build. I got some Cometic gaskets that I got off of eBay. I'll be using this once I pull the motor out, and we're going to do the rocker top gaskets. Then from TC Bros, I got a hinge style bracket for the seat that I'm thinking about getting. And then I got a CV carb air breather. that will be going on with the first part of accessories that we got going with Prism Supply. Then through JP Cycles, we got a new kicker arm. We got our throwout bearing kit. We got a new oil filter, CV carb rebuild kit, and some spark plug wires. Then from Throttle Supply, I got an ignition switch. I got a kicker pedal. We got our grips. We got a fuel line. Then off of eBay, I got me a vintage throttle cable cover. I got another rebuild kit, which I will go into that once we get into rebuilding the carb. This kit has a lot of the stuff that Prism Supply sells, and it's a lot cheaper. I'll let y'all know what's up with the what's ups once we get to that. Then I went ahead and just got a chrome top end engine mount, a more fancier one than the one that's on the bike. Then we got our dry erase board. What's up with the what's ups with this? Well, looks like first thing on the list, we're gonna rebuild the CV carb. We're gonna install the gas tank. We're gonna install the gas lines and the petcock. We're gonna install the throttle handle and the throttle cable. All that together should get us plumbed in. Alright, so what do we got going on here? So this is our CV carb resurrection booth. We're gonna try to make 3 CV carbs 1. So I already took this one apart. This one is a Harley-Davidson CV carb, and I've already let this one sit in degreaser and chemical cleaner for over 24 hours, and it is hopefully spick and span on every orifice. And then this is our Super E to CV carb adapter. Okay, let's dive right into this CV carb rebuild. So right now, what I have already done is seated my jets. So since I was told the bike has a cam and we are running an open exhaust, I'm gonna run a 50 pilot and something a little bit bigger than a 45 for the main. Okay, so the kit from eBay, the one with the same Allens that Prism sent, the one from eBay comes with a tool, Allen, for you to use. The one from Prism Supply doesn't. Just a little note on that. Next, we're going to go ahead and install Prism Supply's parts. These are going to be the choke enrichener kit that takes the pull twist CV cable, and then that goes into the bracket. Now, what I was wanting to show you on the kit that I found on eBay is this kit right here from Prism Supply is just changing out the Phillips heads to Allens. And in this kit, it comes with the same thing. So you get everything plus the change out from Phillips to CV. Also in this kit comes with the air mix screw. That's the one that you would want to drill out, and the little one in there, well, that ends up being a big long one that you can use to just play with under with the thumb screw. It's also got a whole bunch of other stuff. I really don't know what the rest of these are in here. Here's another thumb screw for and I don't know what these are, but it has 4 pilots and then 4 mains, and then basically your other rebuild kit with everything else in it. So let's see, here's another thumb screw for something else. So this is basically all built except for the ball missing. And really, I don't see any adjustment that you'd want to make on the fly to use one of those thumb screws. So I don't know. Anyway, let's move right along. So I don't really remember the price of these, but I will tell you that the price of this will get you all of this. All right, so let's do it. Also, I got from Lowbrow Custom the clear CV carb cap. Okie doke. So let's get into it. With this pull and choke, it comes with the little ball attachments. So you're just gonna hook the hole into the hook, and then for the bottom part, now you can always use the bottom ends of your old one. It's basically your boot, and then the rest of the pieces to it. So I believe the elbow goes first, and then the rubber boot, then the spring goes on, and you're just going to compress the spring till you can catch the ball, and then do the same. Put the ball in, allow the spring to catch, and voila, that is it. So I believe the way this works is when you pull the choke, turn it, and it locks it into choke, and you twist it and it unchokes it. Alright, once you got that ready, you're just going to feed the needle part in, and then you're just gonna thread the plastic nut in. Then it's going to be a 9/16 wrench to snug that down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and throw the bracket and the gasket on. Okay, now that we got this taken care of, this is how the adapter for the CV carb works. Easy as that. Alright, so now that we got the carb rebuilt, we're going to throw on the bracket, the carburetor, and then the TC Brothers air cleaner. So first, we're going to put on the manifold gasket. That's going to go like so. Alright, now that we got the adapter bolted on, we can snug our CV carburetor into it. And blammo. From here, we're going to use the Prism Supply support bracket, which of course I'm going to have to modify. Look at that. The thickness of that adapter is the thickness of spacing now that I need for the CV carb support bracket. Let me find something for that. Alright, so I ended up finding a couple of chrome lug nuts to use as spacers, and they worked out just perfect. So let me snug this up real quick, and then I'll show you real quick. Alright, so got everything bolted up. Choke is back on. Got the bracket for the air cleaner. That'll go on like that. But we need to put the throttle cable on first. So let's do that. Very nice, very snappy, very good. Okay, so there she is. Air cleaner is put on. CV carb is rebuilt and installed. Throttle cable is now connected. Next we'll get the gas tank figured out and bolted on. Okay, so on to the gas tank. So since we're gonna have to drill our own holes, what we're gonna do is basically use this one and that one. We're not gonna have to cut anything off of the frame, which is good. As rare as the frame is, that's a good thing. We're not gonna cut anything off. We're just gonna fit the gas tank so that the first lip is hovering here. We're gonna get our marks to drill, and then same on here, and it's perfect, spot on. I may have to trim a little bit off the side so I don't have a lip overhang. Same thing on the back, but other than that, it looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and do it. Bam, there it is. Man, that worked out perfect. So I am gonna have to cut some of that lip off, and this one came out okay, very nice. So I bought an extra TC Brothers spinner, and it looks like that's gonna be exactly where I want it. So got the bottom bolt in, got the top bolt in, and it looks, man, there's plenty of clearance for turning, even though this isn't the front end I'm going to be using. But like I said, I'm still going to trim that up. Man, it looks good. It's following a good line with a backbone. It's showing all the good stuff up front. I have plenty of space for
some mirrors. So I guess right now that's it. I need a petcock. I totally forgot to get a petcock from Prism Supply while they had their sale. I can't believe I did that, but now I need petcock. I got my gas lines. Throttle cable was already connected. So I think that's it. Alright guys, let us know what y'all think. Well, I'm going to clean up my mess, but that's it for this episode of Choppular Mechanics. We'll see y'all next Wednesday on Rich and Wednesdays on on the new parts we're going to be using and what we're going to be installing next. Until then, peace, grease, and oil leaks.